at Land Lakes. I went to that. I met the mayor once.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Steuben County Drainage Board meeting, August 4th. First item on the agenda is the approval of minutes for July 21st. 25.
To approve this.
Second. First and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, second item.
Is that gonna be for all 3 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry. You just have,
You specifically said 721.
oh,
Yes, percentage, so there's
I'm
clearly
sorry.
hearing, maintenance hearing, and final
Yeah.
order.
sorry. We should have to sign the building ones.
Yeah, the final order.
Okay. You want to make a motion for the other two?
I'll make a motion for the other two.
Thank you. I'll second. First and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. Item number 2, utility permit request. NIPSCO number 508, Building Gleason, McSwain Drive. Got somebody from NIPSCO?
Hi.
Hi. Yep.
Stay up.
Yep. So we have,
So what we did was they still wanted the conditions for number 5 and 9 modified, so I just modified them a little bit. Number 5 was because they didn't want to provide an as-built for the entire line, like pretty much like worried about terrorist homeland security
right,
issues. So we just changed to have as-built just around the regulated drains.
You have a question?
I have a copy and a digital copy of it, but I don't have a silver copy of it. No.
And number 9 was to maintain the markers. That's a little difficult because they do have people a lot of times that take them out of the yard when they mow and stuff. So we thought just place them there, make sure that we get them located and where they're at, and we can maybe note it on our files. Just kind of modify things.
slide 18.
And then on the engineering prints, the engineer did add after the discussion that depth of tile and depth of gas pipe. Would something like this be sufficient in your all's mind for an as-built, or would it need to be something more complicated, surveyed, stamped? Because that's something that doesn't exist on every single project. That's not to say that it isn't absolutely possible, but it is something that would be sort of standalone for this, but we obviously want to ensure that we're meeting your requirements.
Yeah. I think that's.
They need to be stamped and certified.
You all right with that, Joe?
Yeah, I believe so, absolutely, you know, we have something like that, and at least we have something. And again, like we just had the discussion this morning too, if we're gonna be digging this close to town utilities, we're gonna call the 811 number to have this located. It makes it difficult sometimes if there's a double line or something like that, but again. The other the municipalities or whatever has been pretty good with letting us use their dirt back truck and stuff like that if we have to, so. Yeah, Greg, do you see anything at all? Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And that contact information that's sufficient for the 48-hour notification. 'Cause I know we made the agreement for subletting the project to the contractor, so just to give you all a little, this is where things will go once we get the approval, then we will be able to issue the formal environmental compliance plan that documents this, that goes to the contractors. They have to have that with the environmental inspector for a pre-construction meeting. That's when we'll know when the schedule of this. So you'll get a call from me putting you in contact with who that contractor is, when they're scheduled to do the daylighting and the crossing of that.
And were you in that meeting the other day?
I was.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
So you heard me, I'll say it for the 5th time probably. You have both of our personal cell numbers. One of us will show up.
Absolutely.
Call us. Absolutely. We will show up. We'd like to have a visual so we can take our own documented pictures and of that sort.
Absolutely.
The fact that we don't get a phone call, because that just happened. It's a project. We contact you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's written into the engineering plans. Now we'll have it in the environmental compliance plan. We will have an inspector on site. So there's multiple check boxes that we will have on it.
Okay.
Should you approve as modified?
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
I just need the chairman on that one.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
We have a pond request for over 10,000 square feet.
So this was obviously the one that we vacated last week, in addition to vacate. Same area. Now we're moving forward with are the home plans on this or just the pond?
Just the pond.
Okay, just the pond. So that was gone through with the building department first and
When we requested the letter from Ohio, that we kind of do that later.
Yes.
vacated, yes.
My question is here, since we vacated that, right on here, it's got overflow to Brothers Property in Ohio.
And it's been vacated. I don't know what you want to do.
You bet actually be a slower release from the pond than what it is with the sheet flow as it is, because it's gonna hold that water for a while.
Basically, he's gonna put in his own, reconnect to the tile he just vacated, or to at the state line, basically.
Yeah, he was gonna use it as his private tile.
But there was no maintenance unit for that.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why I said if we want to get rid of it, now would be a good time to do it. So.
Yeah. How's it gonna connect to a tile to the east when we asked that that be capped off?
I don't think he's gonna connect to the tile, he's just gonna have his outflow over towards that direction. Not sure how far he was gonna
Cross
have his.
issue on half of the road then,
If it causes issue on what?
or half of the road then that passes there.
Don't know that we can say it will or that it won't. I can't answer that either way.
basically explore. It's going to a whole nother jurisdiction, which we don't have control over.
Shouldn't be dumping water. Yes, we were.
Yeah,
Prior
it's
to,
already, it was already going to allow.
I guess. This would be a slower release rate, so that would should help any drainage issues that it would create in Ohio.
We're on the road.
Did you provide engineering for that?
The road and the railway are considerably higher. I don't know if you can turn on the topo lines all, Greg, on this image at all, but it is.
I mean, they put
considerably
topo line or topo
They did.
elevation.
higher. Sure, okay.
The bank.
It's gonna be 3 feet, the pond's gonna be 16 feet deep, it's 0.75 of an acre, 3/4 of an acre pond. And he already contacted the railroad and made sure he was far enough away from their right away.
The highway department to sign off with these new ones too. For the bond permit.
Guess I just don't want Ohio to be like saying, hey, whoa, wait a minute.
Well, Brian didn't have any problem with vacating that tile, but Brian Fritz from Williams County.
Yeah.
I don't think with a 3/4 of an acre pond, it's gonna shed that much water where it's gonna flood anybody.
It's pretty small.
Is it the current motion?
Yeah.
Guess an approve or no approve, or you can put stipulations on the approval.
Whatever you want, your motion.
Did he get a letter from the railroad?
I didn't see any letter, I don't know if he got a letter or not, but anyway, I gave him the number, it's called Gail Schultz, and I think he spoke with them. But their right of way is normally 40 feet, and he's well outside of that.
The actual pond itself does meet the specs of our code, whether it's building department. Our code, I mean, 40 foot away.
I mean, yeah, he's out of the right of ways.
Yeah.
If that tile is vacated.
What is that actual elevation?
Bank elevation is, the water elevation is 90, so water is 3 foot below top of bank. What's the deep part, 74? Just the math that up.
900 feet.
All right, I'm looking at the second black and white page.
I think he's doing that first.
From 93 to 74.
Say, I think 93.
No, these are not. These don't correspond with the existing.
I think it's just his slope and how he's molded the pond. His elevations that way, not the actual land elevations.
I don't see a benchmark. A benchmark is generally 100, usually is a generic starting point, so probably going off that.
Not gonna travel south any.
It's railroad. All of it is.
It's pretty high.
You got 10 feet difference in slope. So I'd almost be interested in what the top of the bank is gonna look like on the north side from an elevation standpoint. Am I looking at that wrong? Because I wanted to flow north. If he's digging out there, his depth on that, on
The berm?
yeah, far side. Far side.
Just that he's gonna have 3 foot runs all around
And how,
to the one slope.
now he would have to either A, build that up. On the north side, they have 3 foot all the way around. Or the north side would have 3 foot and the south side would have 8.
Well, when you dig out of the pond, if you dig out a foot, that adds your berm, so it goes pretty quick, but I don't know, I guess we've never asked that question before.
But 93 on this is to the top of the berm with it, so he's got that all the way, or 93 all the way
So he's
around,
building it up all the way around.
all the way around, gee, yeah.
But he'll have to have at least one prevailing slope going into it. A pond won't work if it's all the way up and there's nothing, there's no surface water running into it. So somewhere he's gonna get surface water, whether it's from the woods or wherever.
So it might be from that north, because there's no measurements from that north. Yeah, that's north. That's where it's high, so it makes sense, that's good. Coming down.
Not a pond builder, so.
Not really.
Well, they're gonna dish it out and they're gonna take from,
You gotta put
The
the
high
swans
side.
on the north side.
yeah, take from one side, put it to the other to even out your bowl. You just leave enough, you gotta have enough, bank to support the depth. If you're only holding back 6 foot of water, don't take much bank, but if you're holding back 20 foot of water, you better have a pretty good bank, or width of the bank. But you're only talking, I mean, you're from 908 to 894 over there. You're only, for 12 foot of elevation difference from side to side. By the time you start dipping that out, you're gonna add a lot of that back to that north side. I don't know exactly how it's situated on the property. This doesn't really show. Yeah, I guess it does. It's
It
pushed
does,
right
yeah.
over to that. And over to that speed 94 line.
Yeah. That's pretty much right against that tree line.
So there's not a lot of elevation difference over there. That one elevation line there from there. Doesn't have a value on it. Between the 896 and the 904, there's two lines. There it is, 898. So there's 4 foot elevation difference between those lines, and that's probably all the width of the pond's gonna be. They're gonna show it right over to that low area. We got enough space, so probably between that and the track, so put dirt. That 894 there, the circle, I'll put dirt on the north side of that. I got enough distance from the tracks. I don't know unless we're gonna take it all off. Move it elsewhere. This I can't tell you. What their marks mean.
Well, I mean, you seem to have seen a lot worse, elevations and drawings for a pond than this, so,
I mean,
yeah.
where they got it proposed pushing right over that tree line, it's not that bad.
Right.
I can show you one that's 25 foot bank on one side they added to it.
Yeah. They have everything documented. There's nothing that we see as an issue with it. Other than the possibility of helping the overflow into another state jurisdiction, but that's where the water goes.
They're already established here, I guess.
Yeah.
Surveyor has no problem with it.
I don't see any red flags at this point.
Second. Alright, further discussion, first and second. Well, second. Yeah. First. Any further discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? One. All right, item number 4.
It's in here.
Thanks up here.
I'm gonna be on the one with the hearing. Oh, no. Too much going on that day. So, did you talk to him and remind him or anything that?
Yeah.
Today?
Yep. I don't know if we can really do anything without him, because he's got to.
I thought this was already.
It was, if you look in the back of the minutes back from
Yeah.
March 18th, 24.
Yeah, because Chip went out there and they were adding some pipe onto Kepler's side.
Is it still an issue?
So did Chip come out over last commissioners meeting and talk to you here about that? Because I called Chip and Brent said that Chip told him to call us to get on the drainage board meeting for the 21st. He said no. he didn't, but that he was gonna come to the commissioners meeting and kind of discuss something on 300 with a pipe.
If I recall that.
So maybe Chip and Brent have discussed and he decided that he didn't need to come in, but never.
Okay, oh, well, I mean, at this point, we can table it. Discussion with, Jim.
When I told him that he was gonna be on this meeting, that it was gonna be this meeting.
Was it last week or?
Yeah, last week.
Let's table it, so.
And it is a private drain, it's not.
Yeah, that's the other issue it was, yeah, it's not.
It would basically be a new construction of a drain before have a hearing. It's for us to be able to take care of that.
There's probably other ways to slow down the water than installing, spending that much money installing.
Well, I think, yeah, after reading the minutes from that, I think we gave quite a few different options. So,
Put a riser on that west side, that's what, on that low ground to catch water and release it slower.
But I don't think they're contacting the landowner. I know,
Yeah,
it's Hamilton's Road,
yeah,
it's not even Chips Road, Hamilton assumed jurisdiction.
right. Well, I mean, if there's an issue that we can help them out with, that's one thing, but I guess we don't know what the issue is, so let's table it until you're back further. Anything else?
I think so. I think we're good.
Good. All right. We are in recess.
Have a few minutes, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys want to bring them to? Sorry about that. 11, 11.